Hello everyone, welcome back to another Destiny 2 video. I hope you're having an amazing day. In today's video, we're going to go over the European aerial zone and how it works. This is not yet in the game. It will launch on August 11th, so almost in about 2-ish weeks. I just want to give a breakdown on how this works if you haven't ever played Solstice of Heroes, so you can get right into it when it launches. Now, before we get into that, this is none of my footage. This is the Ninja's PUPS channel, so just be aware that none of this is my footage. This is from the previous years, and there hasn't been any changes lately that I've seen. And on Thursday there will be another TWAB, and they'll release some stuff for Solstice. So if there's anything different from that year previously, then I will make an update video, a follow-up on this one. But this is just a video on all the stuff we know so far from the previous years for Solstice of Heroes for the EAZ, the European Aerial Zone. So let's get into it. By the way, I would really appreciate if you guys could subscribe to the channel and also like this video. I'm going to do a lot of giveaways once I hit 5,000 subscribers, so if you guys could please hit that subscribe button and also like the video, it would really mean a lot to the channel. And let's get into it. So when you spawn in, it's basically like an extension of the European Dead Zone, but floating. It's the European Aerial Zone. It's pretty sick. It's much better than the Infinite Forest, like from Festival of the Lost. So it's a crazy new place that I enjoy much more than any other location, and I feel like this is the best event in all of Destiny 2 so far. So when you spawn in, they're just going to ask you to kill targets for the first part of this event. Now, this is very important. You have to go around the map and kill many bosses, and there will be a timer of about 5 minutes. You want to kill as many bosses as you can, and if you go up on like those buildings to see the whole map, you'll be able to see all the markers on where the many bosses are going to spawn. Now, how many bosses you kill will give you how many chests at the end of the event that you need to go and find. That will give you the Solstice key fragments and Solstice key packages. I will let more of that info later, but just put that in your head. The more many bosses you kill gets you more chests. But again, kill as many bosses as you can around the map. Now, they're going to spawn these elemental chargers. I don't really think there's too crazy stuff about these elemental charges. I know there's some objectives where you need to do them for the armor, but basically if you collect a lot of them, you will get side effects on your guardian. Like if you collect 30 of these elemental charges that only drop from bosses, then you have some kind of cool sunspot next to you and you can damage nearby enemies. They're not too crazy, but there is some objectives for your armor that you need to collect them, so just be aware of that when you kill these many bosses. I don't know what it is for Void and Arc because I haven't played Solstice for about a whole year, but yeah, there's kind of some cool side effects in there and cool little additions that you may have not noticed, so that's pretty sick. So once as you kill as many bosses as you can, the next part of the activity will start. So you have to kill bosses for this next phase. Now, you can get Cabal, Hive, or Fallen variations of enemies in this activity. I don't know if there's going to be more or less, but let's just say that Cabal will be the same this year. So you're going to get 4 Cabal bosses, like this boss, as you can see, was in the Volunder Forge if you played Forges. And yeah, again, you just damage the boss like you usually would. Again, I would let you guys know, save up all your special and heavy for these bosses, because it can really finish them very quickly. Again, there's no timer, so you don't need to worry about if you don't finish it in time. And again, it's pretty cool. Now, I just want to put it out there that I think the elemental day, whatever the day, it will tell you on the director, does extra damage, the solar, arc, or void. So just be aware of that. Have a communicated team so you can focus on one boss at a time so you can get this done. Again, there won't be a timer, so you don't need to worry about it if you don't finish all of them as like in after 5 minutes. You can do any time you need, and you can just farm out enemies if you want to for those objectives, so you can keep on just farming enemies, and then you just have to kill all the bosses for the third phase to begin. After you kill the bosses, the last phase of this activity will begin. There will be a chest that spawns mid. Simply go collect it to get a Solstice package. Then you want to pinpoint all the chest icons that you're going to see all around the map. So go on top of buildings, anything like that, to see all the chest icons. Now, at the beginning of the activity, I said as many bosses as you kill get you as many chests as you want for those Solstice packages, and fragments. So you again want to scatter all around the map where you saw those brief chest icons, and you want to go and collect them as much as you can. Now there is going to be a timer of about 3 to 4-ish minutes, so you want to be aware of that. So if you don't collect them all, then you just go back to orbit. So again, just collect all of them. They're usually where the many bosses spawn, like it usually would. You are getting them at the beginning of the event. So again, get as much as you can, because this actually is very important for the Solstice armor, because I know some of the objectives from last year you had to collect as much as these chests in the EAZ, so just be aware of that. So after you complete the European aerial zone with the chest, now let's get into how the fragments and packages work. Now it's time for the Redrick's chart time. I like making charts because I'm pretty good at it. If you guys want more charts, subscribe for more and like the channel. I would really appreciate it, and tell me how my chart looks. But I think I made a good chart. Now let's start on the left-hand side. So at the beginning, you need to have 15 fragments. Now these fragments drop from anywhere. I've seen the most being in the European aerial zone, raids, and nightfalls, as that's how much Solstice key fragments that are the most effective ways on getting them. But they drop from almost everywhere, but you need to have at least 15. Then the packages drop from mostly the European aerial zone. I haven't really seen any other ways to get these packages, but just play the European aerial zone if you're looking for packages from the chest at the end of the event. And then after you go and have 15 fragments, then you would go to your inventory and you would hold square to open a package. Now, what can you expect from these packages? Well, you expect any infusion materials like enhancement prisms, enhancement cores, a lot of rares individually. But after you complete all these Solstice armor objectives, not before, but when you complete all of them, you will get random rolls for your Solstice armor. But you have to complete the drain set, which you're starting at. Then you have to complete the renewed set, the blue set, the majestic set, and then the magnificent set. You don't need the masterwork kit, but you need to complete all of it so you get the legendary set of armor. And that brings us to the end of the video. I hope you guys did enjoy this video, and if you did, then please subscribe for more Destiny 2 content and like this video. It really means a lot to the channel. I have a lot more Solstice of Heroes guides coming out. Can't wait until this amazing event. I hope you guys, again, are subscribed and like. It would really mean a lot. Join our community Discord, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye, guys.